Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talkin' Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so it's the off season, and this is a time usually in off season where there's a lot of speculation based on potential moves, potential trades, potential signings, and I'm like everybody else, so we're going to do it here a projected lineup. It's a bit too early. That's why that's in the title. But it's an exercise in fun. It is the off season, and if you can't have fun in the off season, when can you have fun? So I'm gonna do here is give you what I think will be the lineup based on the roster as it is today. Now, of course, as soon as this video is done and uploaded within a half an hour, there's going to be a trade, and the roster is going to look differently. But hey, that's life. I can't help that, and I can't predict that, and it's very hard to predict what kind of moves might happen between now and the start of the season. There could be moves as late as in the training camp. So this is going to be just an exercise in fun. What I'm going to look at is I'll show you the wingers, the centers, and the defense, and then I'm going to show you how I've got them figured out, how it works for me. I'll go through all the lines individually, all three pairings, who will be the extra players. And I'm not going to go through goaltenders here because I don't think that's an issue. It's going to be Carey Price and Jake Allen. And unless one of them does get hurt for some reason, I don't see that being an issue. And thinking that Carey Price might not be ready for the start of the season, I don't even think that's an issue. Or I think we would have seen Montreal try at least or manage to pick up a potential backup for that eventuality. I do realize that we do have Caden Primo, but we did lose Charlie Lindgren, so there's one goaltender less in the system, and I'm wondering if they might need somebody, one other goaltender, but they didn't go out and get anybody, so it's not an issue. All right, so I'm going to show you the wingers. These are the wingers that are on the roster, and we'll talk about it. So first winger, I listed this alphabetically, by the way. So Anderson, right wing, and it says right. That's how they shoot. So it's their position and what side they shoot from. So Anderson, right wing, he's a right-hand shot. Armia, right wing, left wing, right-hand shot. Caulfield, right wing, left wing, a right-hand shot. And if you want to know why I'm saying there's so many right wing, left wings, these listings I got from Cap Friendly. So Cap Friendly have them listed as right wing, left wing, or just a right wing or a left wing, and I put it up here. So Drouin, left wing, shoots left. Gallagher, right wing, shoots right. Hoffman, a right wing, left wing, shoots left. Arturi Lehkonen, right wing, left wing, shoots left. Matthew Perreault, right wing, left wing, shoots left. He could also play center, but I don't think he's going to play center here, but he can. Tyler Toffoli as well can also play center, but right wing, left wing, shoots right. Injured is Paul Byron. He's a right wing, left wing, and he shoots left, but he's out for 5 months. I think that's going to go almost 3 months into the season, and so I'm not putting him here. I'm not worrying about him in projected lineups, that's for sure. They'll deal with that when he's healthy and all that. So here are the centers, and I've listed them here in order as how I think they'll appear. So it's Suzuki. I think he'll be the first line center. He shoots right. KK, who is still unsigned, and I get that he's unsigned, but KK is he shoots left. Jake Evans shoots right, and the newly acquired Cedric Paquette shoots left, and I think that is how they will end up lining up. Let's take a look at our defense. Here, I just put the guy's name and how they shoot. This is not the order of how I think they're going to be. I don't think it's going to be Romanov. That's the extra guy. That's not why it's listed like that. But Sherratt, he shoots left. Edmondson shoots left. Kulak shoots left. Petrie shoots right. David Savard shoots right. And Chris Weidman shoots right. And Romanov, who's listed as a left defense, right defense. That's why he's there alone on the bottom. He shoots left. Those are the defensemen. Now, we're going to take a quick look. Well, quick. I don't know how quick. You know me. We're going to take a look at each line individually, and I'll give you my reasoning for putting these guys together on a line. How's that? First line, I think it will be Toffoli, Suzuki, Caulfield. The reason being, first of all, Phil Deneau is gone. So I think automatically Suzuki is number one, KK moves up to number two, so on, right? Suzuki is going to be centering Caulfield. The reason for that is clearly the chemistry they showed in the playoffs. You got to check that out during the season. It may not be how they end up, I get that, but you got to start the season this way, in my opinion. So I think Suzuki Caulfield is a natural. You need somebody to go into the corners. You can't have a line where nobody goes into the corners. I think Suzuki's capable of doing that, and I think Tyler Toffoli on the other wing is capable of doing that as well. He was their leading goal scorer last season, leading point getter, I believe, as well. And I think he slots in perfectly here. This is a skill line. It's going to be a line that is going to score goals. It doesn't have to be balanced out to have a super big guy. Like I thought of putting Anderson there. I don't think you need that on this line. I think you want to get points, and I think they're out there just to do that. And they're not down there. They're not out there to shut down the other top line like Deneau's number one line was for the last however many years that's been. So I think you're kind of putting a lot of eggs in the one basket here. It's skill, and you're looking to score with this line. Something that Montreal needs. They need a line where they can go out there and get some goals, and you know that you're going to produce offense from this line on a regular basis. Second line, line number 2. The unsigned KK will be second line center, I think, without a doubt, as long as he's signed. The rumor is right now that they're going to trade him. The two targets are obviously Jack Eichel. Everyone's thinking. I don't think that happens. But I think the more realistic target would be Christian Dvorak from the Coyotes. So that's a big rumor right now. I don't know if that'll happen, and I don't know that KK will be involved in that. I kind of heard they're just looking for number 1 draft pick and like a first-round pick and a top prospect. So I don't know if that's KK. So KK centering Gallagher on the right wing. Gallagher can score. Gallagher will go in the corners. Gallagher will go anywhere the puck is. He'll bang at the net, and KK will shoot, and Gallagher will get the rebound or bang away at it, whatever. That's how I see that. And on the other side, you got the newly acquired Hoffman, Mike Hoffman. He brings goals. He does not bring 5-on-5 game. So Mike Hoffman's game's not 5-on-5. He's a bit of a defensive liability. I think KK's defensive game is pretty good. I think he'll be better. Look, he can be up and down. I get that. I think we'll see an improvement this season as well. He's got some way to go, and I get that, but I think we'll see some better play. And he's good he's fine on the defensive side. Gallagher was on the top defensive unit for this team, so he's lost both line mates. So I don't think the defensive side of the puck's going to be a problem with Gallagher, and I think they'll make up for that problem with Hoffman and balance out that line. It's a second scoring line. You got 2 scoring wingers, and you got a guy that's good at passing the puck in KK. So I think this is a line that can be a physical line as well as being a skilled line. Third line. And this is where a lot of questions are. You got Jake Evans. Undoubtedly, to me, I don't think Paquette slots in as the third line center, in my opinion. I think it's Evans moves up into that slot. And just fingers crossed his health is going to be great and he doesn't have any more problems that way. And I think he centers Anderson on the right. Anderson, a big body, fast. I mean, not even that you say he's fast for a big guy. He's just fast. A big body, bangs bodies around, very physical guy, and can score. On the other side, you got Jonathan Drouin. A lot of question marks surrounding Drouin. They say he's going to play and he's ready for the season, so we're going to find out. If he is, I think he's on this line. He doesn't have the pressure of being on one of the top 2 lines. If pressure's a problem, I think this is a great line for him. He can play defensively pretty good, as far as I know, as far as I remember. So he can handle himself defensively. I think he's fine, except it seems on that power play where he bobbles the puck at the line. But I think he's a guy who can just distribute the puck well to a guy like Anderson. I think Evans can I think he has some offense there. I think that can be brought out, some goal scoring. I think you got Anderson and Evans to go into the corners, and I do believe that Drouin can go in the corners too. He showed it a couple seasons ago. I don't see why not. I think this is a line that can give you offense and can give you that defense that you need, that a bit of shutdown. I don't think it's going to be the shutdown line. I really don't, but I think it's a line that can be a good defensive line as well. Like I said, I think you got 3 lines there that can score and can be dangerous and are balanced. And I like the balance there. For me, I like it. By the way, if you don't agree with any of my lines or anything like that, don't forget, make a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. So that brings us to line 4, which I think is going to be centered by the aforementioned Cedric Paquette. I think you're going to have, I don't know a ton about Paquette. I do know that he is a 4th liner. He is going to do a good job there. If you look at his history, he'll give you about 15 to 20 points from there and maybe a little more. You got Armia on the other side. Armia was quite good in the playoffs on the 4th line with Perry and Stahl, and I think he can deliver that here. And if you're going, well, look, they're paying him $3.4 million to be on the 4th line. Well, look at his competition on the right side. I don't see how you move him up from there. So, Armia there. I think he's going to do a great job there, and he can produce. I think he can produce 20, 25 points from there, maybe a little more. I don't know, but I think he can produce 20. On the other side, I don't think it's going to be Perreault to start. I think you're gonna put Lehkonen in there. They signed him to the 1 year, $2.3 million. I think you're going to check it out and see if there's chemistry here. Lehkonen, great on the defensive side of the puck, and he can chip in here with, I'm going to say upwards of 15 points, maybe a little more on the 4th line. He can give you some timely goals, and he proved he can play up and down the roster in the playoffs where he played on that 1st line, and he did well there. Sure, he could have put up more offense, and are you going to get that from Lehkonen? So 1st line isn't optimum for him, but he can be a very valuable guy, especially with the absence of Byron, who was your Swiss Army knife. And now you got a guy Lehkonen on that side, Armia on that side, and those guys are very versatile, and with injuries they can move up and down the lineup as needed. So I think that's your offense. That's your forwards. Like I said, leave a comment in the comment section if you disagree, and let me know where you would change. Let's look at the defense. First pairing, to me, I don't think that's even a question. You got to have Edmondson and Petrie. I don't think that changes. Petrie automatically, to me, takes that number 1 defenseman spot from Weber as when he's out all year. And I think, as I said in a video about the captaincy that might happen, I think he might be the captain. And Joel Edmondson played amazing with Petrie. I don't think he break that pairing up. I believe Edmondson has played number 1 pairing in St. Louis, and I think he'll be, I think in St. Louis, and I think he'll be fine to do that here. Second pairing is not who you might think I would put together, but I think it's obvious it's going to be David Savard. Now, David Savard, oh, by the way, going back just for a second, puck mover in Petrie, stay-at-home guy in Edmondson. Second line, second pair. Kulak and David Savard. Again, David Savard, your stay-at-home guy, not going to produce much offense. As you can tell in his 11 points 2 seasons ago and 6 points last season, this guy ain't producing a lot of offense. But what he is very hard to play against, very physical, and he's going to replace that part of Weber's game, I think actually quite adequately. On the other side, you got Kulak, who most people probably would think maybe isn't the top 4. I think he can play top 4. He did it with Petrie on and off a couple seasons ago. I think he might not be your definition of a puck moving defenseman, but I think on this team he can move the puck, and I think we could maybe see a little bit more from him on offense a little bit, producing a little bit more points and moving the puck. And I don't think it's going to be Sherratt that you see there. At least I wouldn't put Sherratt there, because you're going to have 2 just physical guys that don't move the puck. Again, it's going to be very trying in the regular season. I get it works maybe in the playoffs, but it's not going to work in the regular season. That's what happened last year, and we struggled to get to the playoffs, and it's going to be harder to get there this year. So I think you got to do something like that, or make a move for a defenseman that can move the puck. That might be a little better than Kulak, and put him there. Next line, third line, I think, is where Sherratt on the left and Alexander Romanov with a regular spot on the right. Romanov can play both sides. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And here we go. We got Sherratt as a stay-at-home guy and Romanov as a puck mover. I think Romanov's offensive game is untapped kind of right now. We don't know what the ceiling is yet. I think it's more than he's shown, and I think we can bring it out here. I think he can move the puck better than Sherratt, better than Savard, better than Edmondson. He's your puck mover there. So I think that's your defensive pairings. Again, let me know in a comment if you agree with me and what you would do. Your extra guys are going to be Matthew Perreault, 33 years old, can play all three forward positions. I think to start, I think that's where he's going to be. Alex Belzile. Why Belzile? Do you really want Paling or any of the young guys? Do you really want him sitting there not playing? I don't think so. Belzile is the kind of guy that you can have sit there and have him fill in. And I think that's who's going to be. And for the defense, the extra guy is going to be Chris Weidman. I don't think Weidman's coming in to be a regular on a regular guy on a pairing. I think he's the guy that's going to be the fill-in guy, at least to start the season. If he has a couple of games and he's showing that he's the guy that played in the KHL, could make a difference, right? If he's not, he's the seventh guy. So maybe I'm wrong there, and it might surprise me that Kulak's the guy that sits out or Romanov, but I think it's going to be Weidman, in my opinion. So that leaves for me power play units. I'm going to admit it's not my strong suit, and these aren't really I don't know I found these online, and I like them, so I'm going to go with them. So you can beat me up on this and let me know what you would do in the comment section. Power play unit number 1. So the black line, that's the goal. Gallagher to play up around the net, behind the net, that type of thing, to be that pest around there. Caulfield on the left side, because he's a right-hand shot and you want to take advantage of his one-timer. If he's on the left side, it's not gonna happen. You got to take advantage of that on the right side. I think that's his office. That's where he's going to score from. Hoffman, it's the reverse. He's a left-hand shot. You want him on the right side. Also, so you got Caulfield and Hoffman opposing each other there. Wherever the puck goes, whatever side, you can get a good shot off. I think you got Petrie as the quarterback, along with Suzuki, who I hope eventually will be a power play quarterback, but Suzuki can get in there, also get in down where Caulfield is, get some one-timers away, distribute the puck from the half wall. I just think this is the unit I'd go with. Like I said, it's not my strong suit, so let me know if I'm just way off or you agree with me. Second unit, Anderson being the shit disturber at the net with his size and his determination and that never say die kind of attitude as Gallagher has. That's why those two guys, I think, should be the guys at the net. Toffoli on the left. Toffoli shoots right, so he should be on the left. KK on the right. He shoots left, so he should be on the right. KK can distribute from that half wall. I think you got Romanov and Drouin. I don't know who else to put there where Drouin is. I don't like Drouin being on the point, though. He's kind of bobbles pucks a lot, so I hope that improves. And I think you got Romanov kind of learning how to be maybe co-quarterback along with KK on this second unit. So there you go. That's it. That's my let me know what you think in the comment section, and give a thumbs up if you liked the video. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Peace out. See you next video. Bye.